Welcome back to Stocklabs, another market recap. We're into the month of August now, and July finished kind of, the last day of July on the 31st, market was up, but then as soon as calendar turned to August, things started going straight back down again. So, it's now been a multi-week sort of behavior from the market to just be moving to the downside. And if we look at the indices for this week, this was kind of the worst week so far. We had IWM down 6.7, almost 7% for the week. After sort of that short time period where it looked like the Russell was going to be an outperformer, or it was being an outperformer compared to the S&P and the Nasdaq, but it just got its head chopped off this past week. Q's down another 3% for the week. Seems a little bit more controlled on the downside, but still, down 3%, not great. S&P down 2% and Dow also down 2% for the week. So down across the board. We had gold up 2% and bonds up 5.5% to 6% for TLT. That's a big move. Market seems to be pricing in a fairly dramatic slowdown in the economy / rate cuts from Federal Reserve. This is not the first time in the last couple of years that the market has decided it wanted to price in rate cuts, but we'll see. Seems a little more aggressive this time around. If we look at the leadership stocks, they did a little better, I would say, than the overall market, but still not great. You have Meta up. Is this right? I don't even know if this is right. Meta up 4.8%. Apple up 0.75%. Google down, or basically flat. Microsoft down 3.8. Nvidia down 5.5. Tesla down 5.5. Amazon down 8. So there's been sort of earnings being reported for these companies. Also, we had the Apple news. Warren Buffett dumped half his stake. So I think that was around maybe 90 billion worth of stock or something that he dumped. I forget what his exact position was, but yeah, people taking that as a signal that Warren is getting ready for a collapse, and he wants to have a lot of cash to buy whatever it is that he buys during collapses. If we look at breadth by industry for the week, it was red across the board. Utilities flat, we'll call it. Tech down 6 2/3%. Healthcare the worst, down 7%. Basic materials down 6%. And we have services, industrials, consumer, and financial all down 3 to 5-ish%. So no strength really anywhere. Subsector wise, there's only even probably, I don't know what this is, 15 sectors that are even up. On the downside, many sectors down double digits. We've got, let's see, 50, we've got 101 subsectors down over 5%. So big liquidation in the market this past week. And there weren't really a whole lot of places to hide out. So if we look at our breadth by market cap, we've got 1 to 5 billion down 5.8%. So similar to the Russell. 5 to 10 billion down 4.5%. Slightly better. Large caps were down 2.5%. Mega caps also down around 2.5%, and Terra caps down 2%. So down 2%, that's basically in line with the S&P, slightly better than the Nasdaq, but still not great. And as you move down the cap range, it just got worse and worse. So yeah, not a whole lot of positive takeaways on the breadth front. As far as intelligence for this week, we've got gold miners bullish, more gold miners bullish, some blockchain thing bullish, Q's bullish, Facebook bullish, and crypto something bullish. And on the downside, we've got natural gas bearish, bear Nvidia bearish, Dow Jones Internet Bull ETF is bearish, so bearish those names. Natty gas still bearish, and Mexico bearish. So I don't think you're going to see a big improvement in the market this week. Probably it won't be as bad as last week, but we're very close to oversold. So I would say if the market opens down a decent amount on Monday, we're probably going to lock in some sort of oversold signal. And if that ends up being the low for the week, like Monday close or something like that, then you could see pretty decent mean reversion back up, and it'll sort of squeeze a decent number of people, um, if that's the case. But overall, more likely you might see a low and then some chop. I don't think there's a lot of appetite for this thing to really slingshot back to the upside, but you don't know. These things kind of become a little bit schizophrenic near bottoms anyway, so if it is a bottom. But yeah, that's all from me. You guys can have a good week out there, and be back next week, see how things go. But you know, don't lose your shirt kind of in a random summer squall. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.